One of the biggest misconceptions I hear from my patients over 60 is this: Doc, I can't exercise much anymore. My knees just don't let me walk like I used to. And I get it. After 60, your body changes. Joints stiffen, balance isn't what it used to be, and energy levels can dip. But here's the truth. Vars, you don't need to walk miles a day to stay healthy. In fact, there are simple ISAR chair exercises that can improve your circulation, strengthen your muscles, and boost your metabolism, often better than walking hours. And yes, these are surgeon approved. Now, before we get into the exercises, let's talk about why this matters, especially for men over 60. As we age, muscle mass naturally declines. This process, called sarcopenia, can make you weaker and more prone to falls. Your heart and lungs also need a little extra help to stay strong. And let's not forget, circulation slows down, leading to swelling in the legs, stiffness, and even fatigue. So, when you stay inactive, everything compounds. But the good news is that you can reverse much of this decline right from your chair. So, grab a sturdy chair. No wheels, please. And let's go through 5 powerful moves you can do safely at home. First, as next the seated march, sit tall, feet flat on the floor, and start lifting your knees one at a time, just like you're marching. Keep your core engaged. Do this for 30 to 60 seconds. This gets your heart rate up gently, wakes up your circulation, and strengthens your hip flexors. You'll feel your lower abs and legs working. Next, the chair push-up list. Place your hands on the armrests or the sides of the seat. Push yourself up slightly using your arms. Hold for 2 seconds, then slowly lower down. Repeat this 10 to 15 times. You're strengthening your shoulders, triceps, and chest, muscles that help you get up from a chair or support yourself if you trip. Third, seated leg extensions. Extend one leg out straight, hold for a moment, then slowly bring it back down. Switch legs, aim for 10 reps each. This builds your quadriceps, key muscles that stabilize your knees and improve balance. Number 4, torso twists. Sit up straight. Cross your arms over your chest and slowly twist your upper body from side to side. Don't force it. Keep it gentle. This helps loosen your spine, improve digestion, and maintain flexibility in your core. And finally, insert the heel to toe lift to place your feet flat on the floor. Lift your heels up, then your toes, like you're rocking your feet back and forth. It seems simple, but it's fantastic for ankle mobility, balance, and blood flow, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting. Now, if you do these 5 exercises for just 10 minutes a day, you'll be surprised how quickly you feel stronger, more energetic, and more confident moving around. And yes, I've seen patients lower their blood pressure, improve blood sugar, and even sleep better, all from adding these simple routines. But let's not stop there. Exercise is only one piece of the puzzle. Your lifestyle matters, especially what you eat and how you think. If you're over 60, focus on ours whole, real foods that fight inflammation. Think colorful vegetables, berries, olive oil, nuts, and clean proteins like fish or beans. These foods don't just fill you up. They activate your body's defense systems, helping your cells repair and your blood vessels stay flexible. Hydration is another big one. Many older adults mistake dehydration for fatigue. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, more if you're active. And here's something most people overlook. Your mindset. You saw the way you think directly affects your body's chemistry. Staying curious, socially connected, and having a sense of purpose can literally improve your immune system and slow aging. One more tip. Don't underestimate the power of our consistency. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up daily, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Your body loves routine movement. It keeps your blood flowing, your joints lubricated, and your energy stable. Now, I'll leave you with this: aging isn't about decline. It's about adaptation. You can't stop getting older, but you can absolutely choose how you age. And these small daily habits, the chair exercises, the real foods, the hydration, and the mindset, they all stack up. So next time you think you need to walk miles to get healthy, remember, you can start right from your chair. Simple, safe, effective, and truly life-changing. And if you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs a little encouragement, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's stay strong, stay curious, and keep living young, one healthy habit at a time. When people think of exercise, they often picture jogging, brisk walking, or lifting weights at the gym. But for many adults over 60, those traditional forms of activity can feel more like a challenge than a benefit. Aching knees, sore hips, balance issues, or even fatigue can make walking long distances uncomfortable or unsafe. What most people don't realize, though, is that chair exercises can actually do something remarkable. They can improve strength, balance, and circulation even more effectively than walking in certain ways. It's a form of low-impact movement that supports the body where it is today while gently rebuilding what time and inactivity may have taken away. Let's start with why chair exercises are so powerful. As you age, your body naturally loses muscle mass. This process begins around your 30s but speeds up after 60. The muscles that help you stand tall, lift objects, or even maintain good posture start to weaken. Walking is great for your heart, yes, but it mainly targets endurance and not muscle strength in all areas. Chair exercises, on the other hand, are designed to activate multiple muscle groups, often in ways walking can't. When you perform movements like seated leg lifts, arm presses, or torso twists, you're not just moving for the sake of movement, you're rebuilding stability from the core out. This is especially important for balance. One of the most common fears older adults have is falling. A single fall can lead to a cascade of problems, loss of independence, slower recovery, and even chronic pain. Balance isn't just about standing still, it's about how your body responds when you move, shift, or reach. Walking doesn't always challenge those smaller, stabilizing muscles that keep you steady. But chair-based movements can, safely and effectively. When you lift one leg while seated, for example, your core engages to keep you upright. When you perform a seated twist, you strengthen the muscles along your spine and waist that control rotation and balance. Over time, these exercises train your body to respond better to real-world movements, like reaching for something on a shelf, standing from a chair, or stepping off a curb. Circulation is another area where chair exercises can make a real difference. As people age, blood flow naturally slows down. Sitting for long periods, which is common in older adults, makes this worse. Poor circulation can lead to swelling in the legs, numbness, cold feet, and even varicose veins. Walking does help circulation, but it often puts pressure on the joints, especially the knees and ankles. For someone who already has arthritis or stiffness, that can cause pain and discourage further activity. Chair exercises, however, improve circulation without that joint strain. Movements like heel raises, toe taps, or gentle marching while seated keep blood moving from the lower extremities back toward the heart. They stimulate your veins and arteries, helping deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and organs. That's why people who practice regular chair routines often report having warmer feet, less swelling, and even more energy throughout the day. Another overlooked benefit of chair exercises is accessibility. There's no need for expensive gym memberships or fancy equipment. You can do them in your living room while watching TV or even during a phone call. That means you're more likely to actually do them consistently, and consistency is where the real transformation happens. The body thrives on repetition. Even 10 minutes a day of intentional movement can build endurance and increase muscle tone faster than occasional walks. For example, doing seated push-ups strengthens your triceps and shoulders, which in turn helps you rise from a chair more easily, a movement directly tied to independence in later life. Beyond the physical, there's also a mental benefit. Many older adults begin to associate exercise with discomfort or risk. They may think, I can't do what I used to, and as a result, they do less. Chair exercises flip that mindset. Because they feel safe and manageable, they restore confidence in movement. That confidence can spread into daily life, walking to the kitchen, taking stairs, even getting outside more often. The emotional boost from knowing you can still take charge of your health cannot be overstated. From a medical perspective, what happens inside your body during chair exercises is fascinating. When you move your muscles, even while sitting, you trigger biochemical processes that release nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes your blood vessels and improves blood flow. Your heart rate gently rises, promoting cardiovascular fitness without strain. Muscles contract and release, helping pump blood back toward the heart, which can prevent fluid buildup and lower the risk of blood clots. Meanwhile, your joints stay lubricated as movement increases the production of synovial fluid, nature's built-in joint oil. Over time, this can reduce stiffness and even ease arthritis symptoms. For strength building, chair routines are particularly effective because they allow controlled movement. You can isolate muscles and move through full ranges of motion without worrying about balance or falling. This is key for older adults who might be recovering from surgery, dealing with neuropathy, or managing chronic conditions like diabetes. When you engage in repeated seated leg extensions or arm raises, you're teaching your muscles to reactivate, rebuild, and respond better. It's like reprogramming your body's strength memory. Small movements done consistently can lead to large improvements in functionality. It's also worth noting that chair exercises often activate the R's core, which many people neglect. A strong core doesn't just look good, it stabilizes your entire body, it supports your spine, improves posture, and reduces back pain. Walking alone doesn't target these muscles deeply, but when you perform controlled seated movements, such as twists or reaching side to side, you strengthen the abdominal and oblique muscles that help keep you upright and steady. Flexibility is another added advantage. Over time, stiffness in the hips and shoulders can make simple tasks difficult, like tying your shoes or reaching for something overhead. Chair stretches and rotations gently loosen these joints, increasing your range of motion without forcing the body into uncomfortable positions. Improved flexibility also complements balance training, creating a body that moves more fluidly and confidently. Now, think about endurance. For many older adults, fatigue sets in quickly, especially when walking long distances. Chair exercises allow for interval-style activity, short bursts of effort followed by rest, which builds stamina over time without overtaxing the heart or lungs. This approach mirrors modern rehabilitation programs used in hospitals and recovery centers. Patients regain strength and cardiovascular capacity in controlled environments, often while seated, before progressing to more demanding activities. Finally, one of the most remarkable aspects of chair exercises is their inclusivity. Whether you're recovering from surgery, living with arthritis, or just getting back into movement after years of inactivity, these routines meet you where you are. You don't need perfect form or advanced mobility to start. Each movement can be modified to fit your comfort level. Over time, what feels small begins to add up. Muscles grow stronger, balance improves, and circulation becomes more efficient. In short, while walking is a wonderful habit, it's not the only path to health. Chair exercises give older adults a powerful, pain-free way to strengthen their bodies, stabilize their balance, and restore healthy blood flow, all while sitting safely and comfortably. When people think about exercise, they often imagine long workouts, gym sessions, or structured fitness plans that take up a big part of the day. But in reality, the most powerful thing you can do for your health after 60 isn't about duration or intensity. It's about consistency. Moving your body every single day, even for just 10 minutes, has an extraordinary impact on your heart, your joints, and your overall vitality. It's the daily rhythm of movement that keeps your body functioning smoothly, not the occasional burst of effort. And that's especially true as we age, when staying active can mean the difference between independence and decline. The heart, like any muscle, thrives on use. It responds positively to movement, even gentle movement. When you engage in consistent physical activity, your heart pumps blood more efficiently, sending oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body. 10 minutes of daily movement, something as simple as stretching, walking in place, or doing light chair exercises, helps improve circulation, regulate blood pressure, and strengthen your cardiovascular system. It's like giving your heart a tune-up every day. The more regularly you move, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. On the other hand, when you go long periods without activity, your heart has to work harder to push blood through stiff arteries and weak veins. This creates unnecessary strain and increases the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and fatigue. Consistency is the secret ingredient here. Many people believe they need to exercise for 30 or 60 minutes to see results, but the body doesn't measure health by time. It measures it by repetition. When you move daily, even in small doses, your cells start adapting. Your arteries remain flexible, your heart muscle maintains tone, and your blood sugar stays more stable. 10 minutes might not sound like much, but over a week, that's more than an hour of focused movement. Over a month, it's the equivalent of several full workouts, all without straining your body. This kind of daily activity also plays a major role in keeping your joints mobile. As we age, cartilage, the cushioning material between bones, naturally wears down. Synovial fluid, the body's natural joint lubricant, becomes less abundant. When you stop moving regularly, your joints stiffen, your range of motion decreases, and simple actions like bending, reaching, or turning become uncomfortable. But when you move your body every day, even gently, it stimulates the production of that synovial fluid. Think of it like oiling a hinge. The more you move, the smoother everything functions. Movement also keeps the surrounding muscles strong, which takes pressure off the joints themselves. Another thing that happens with consistent movement is improved lymphatic flow. The lymphatic system is responsible for clearing waste and toxins from your body, but unlike the circulatory system, it doesn't have a pump. It relies entirely on muscle contractions to move lymph fluid. 10 minutes of daily movement, especially involving the arms and legs, can dramatically enhance this cleansing process, reducing inflammation and promoting healing throughout the body. When you move every day, you also encourage better oxygenation of your tissues. Each breath becomes more efficient, feeding your muscles and brain with fresh oxygen. Over time, your endurance increases. Even if you're not doing high-intensity workouts, you may find yourself less winded going upstairs, more alert during the day, and sleeping better at night. That's because regular movement helps regulate hormones like cortisol and serotonin, which balance stress and improve mood. There's also a fascinating connection between daily movement and blood sugar regulation. When you move, your muscles use glucose as fuel. This lowers your blood sugar naturally and improves insulin sensitivity. For older adults, especially those with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, these small daily movements can make a huge difference in maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. Even light activity after meals, like marching in place or gentle stretching, helps prevent the post-meal sugar spikes that often lead to energy crashes. Now let's talk about the emotional and neurological side of things. Regular daily movement doesn't just strengthen your heart and joints, it strengthens your mind. Studies show that physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, supporting memory and cognitive function. It also triggers the release of endorphins, those feel good chemicals that boost your mood and relieve anxiety. For older adults, maintaining mental sharpness is just as important as maintaining physical health, and 10 minutes a day of movement can act like a mental reset button. Consistency also builds discipline, which translates into confidence. When you keep your promise to yourself to move every day, even for a short time, you reinforce a sense of control over your health. That confidence then spills into other areas of your life. Eating better, sleeping well, and staying socially engaged. It becomes a positive feedback loop where one good habit feeds the next. Daily movement also helps maintain coordination and reaction time. These are subtle skills that decline gradually with age but are crucial for preventing falls and injuries. Movements that involve balance, even simple ones like lifting your heels while seated or standing on one leg while holding onto a counter, strengthen the small stabilizer muscles in your feet, ankles, and core. Doing them daily trains your nervous system to respond faster to changes in position or uneven surfaces. It's not something you notice immediately, but over time, your body becomes more agile, more responsive, and more stable. Another benefit of moving daily, even briefly, is the prevention of muscle loss. After 60, the average person loses about 3% of muscle mass per decade. That might not sound like much, but it adds up. And with it goes strength, metabolism, and balance. 10 minutes of consistent movement can slow, stop, or even reverse that process. Bodyweight exercises, chair workouts, or resistance band routines performed daily keep muscles active and maintain the integrity of your bones. Strong muscles mean strong bones, since regular movement signals your body to preserve bone density. And while we often think of heart health and joint health as separate, they're deeply connected. When your heart pumps efficiently, it delivers nutrients to your joints and removes waste products. When your joints move smoothly, they allow you to stay active, which in turn supports your heart. It's a cycle of mutual benefit, powered by regular, gentle movement. Many people underestimate the power of just 10 minutes because they equate fitness with exhaustion. But in truth, your body responds best to manageable, repeated effort. A daily 10-minute movement session lowers inflammation, improves blood flow, and regulates hormones better than sporadic, intense exercise. Think of it as keeping your internal systems awake. Your cardiovascular system, your musculoskeletal system, your metabolism all stay alert and responsive through daily motion. Another interesting aspect is how consistent movement affects recovery. People who move daily, even at low intensity, recover faster from illnesses, surgeries, and injuries. That's because regular movement boosts immune function, increases circulation to healing tissues, and prevents stiffness during recovery periods. It's one of the reasons physical therapists encourage gentle motion as early as possible after surgery. It helps the body heal better and more evenly. There's a simple truth at the core of this idea: your body was designed to move. When you honor that design consistently every day, even for just 10 minutes, you activate its self-repair mechanisms. You protect your heart, nourish your joints, and preserve your independence. It's not about doing more. It's about doing something every single day with intention and care. Healthy aging isn't about magic pills, expensive treatments, or chasing youth. It's about building simple habits that support the body's natural ability to renew, repair, and adapt. As the years go by, the things that matter most are often the easiest to overlook: the food you eat, the water you drink, and the thoughts you feed your mind. These simple, everyday choices shape how well you age far more than genetics or luck ever could. The truth is that your body is remarkably resilient, even after 60 or 70 years of living. It responds quickly to care and consistency. The challenge is not in complexity, but in simplicity, doing the small things that make a big difference. Nutrition is the foundation of healthy aging. What you eat becomes the raw material your body uses to build cells, repair tissues, and create energy. After 60, metabolism naturally slows, muscle mass declines, and the digestive system becomes more sensitive. That's why quality matters more than quantity. Nutritious food, colorful vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats fuels the body without overloading it. Every meal is a chance to fight inflammation, support your immune system, and strengthen your heart. The key is balance. When your plate is filled with natural foods, your body gets a steady supply of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect your cells from damage caused by stress and aging. Processed foods, on the other hand, tend to accelerate the aging process. They're often high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and sodium, which can increase inflammation, raise blood pressure, and strain the heart. Over time, these foods make the body sluggish, the mind foggy, and the joints stiff. Shifting toward whole foods doesn't mean giving up pleasure or flavor, it means rediscovering real taste. Olive oil instead of butter, berries instead of candy, roasted vegetables instead of chips, small swaps that make a world of difference. Protein becomes particularly important as you age. Your body needs it to maintain muscle mass, repair tissues, and produce enzymes and hormones. Many older adults don't get enough protein, which leads to weakness and slower recovery after illness. Including sources like fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and yogurt can help preserve strength and energy. Healthy fats are equally important, especially omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds. These support brain function, reduce joint stiffness, and keep blood vessels flexible. Another simple but crucial aspect of nutrition is fiber. Found in vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains, fiber helps digestion and keeps the gut microbiome healthy. A strong gut supports the immune system and even affects mood through the gut-brain connection. It's remarkable how much of your overall well-being depends on the health of your digestive system. Eating fiber-rich foods keeps everything moving smoothly, stabilizes blood sugar levels, and helps you feel satisfied longer after meals. Just as important as what you eat is how much water you drink. Hydration is one of the most underestimated pillars of healthy aging. The human body is mostly water. It keeps your blood flowing, your organs functioning, and your joints cushioned. Yet as we age, the natural sense of thirst diminishes. Many older adults live in a state of mild dehydration without realizing it. This can lead to fatigue, headaches, dizziness, and even confusion. It can also make the skin dry and the joints ache. Water plays a vital role in nearly every function of the body. It helps regulate temperature, supports kidney function, and aids digestion. When you're well hydrated, nutrients are delivered efficiently to your cells and toxins are flushed out. Even mild dehydration can cause blood to thicken slightly, making the heart work harder to pump it through your veins. That's why staying hydrated is directly linked to heart health and energy levels. A simple habit like drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning and another before each meal can dramatically improve how you feel. For many people, tea and soups can contribute to daily hydration too. Herbal teas such as chamomile, ginger, or green tea provide antioxidants and support relaxation without adding caffeine. Fruits and vegetables with high water content like cucumbers, oranges, and melons also help keep the body hydrated. The key is consistency, not volume. Sipping water regularly throughout the day keeps the body balanced. Beyond food and hydration, there's one factor that influences every part of the aging process: your mindset. The way you think about aging often determines how you experience it. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means choosing to focus on what you can control and appreciating the small joys that life continues to offer. Research shows that people who maintain optimism and emotional resilience live longer and healthier lives. Their immune systems are stronger, their stress levels lower, and their recovery from illness faster. Your thoughts shape your biochemistry. When you dwell on negativity or stress, your body releases cortisol and other stress hormones that cause inflammation and accelerate aging. But when you engage in gratitude, curiosity, and kindness, your body produces endorphins and serotonin, chemicals that promote healing, balance, and vitality. This isn't just psychology, it's biology in action. A positive outlook creates a healthier internal environment. Cultivating a positive mindset can begin with small practices. Taking time each morning to reflect on what you're grateful for, spending a few minutes in nature, or practicing deep breathing can change how your body feels throughout the day. Connecting with others, whether family, friends, or community groups, also plays a major role in maintaining mental health. Loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline, while social connection boosts the immune system and gives life meaning. It's also helpful to stay mentally active. Learning something new, a language, an instrument, or even a hobby like gardening or painting, keeps the brain sharp and adaptable. The brain loves novelty, and every time you learn, you're creating new neural pathways that strengthen memory and cognitive function. This, in turn, feeds back into your mindset. When you feel capable and curious, you stay engaged with life, which is one of the greatest predictors of longevity and happiness. Sleep also ties into all of these habits. Good nutrition supports quality sleep, hydration helps regulate temperature during rest, and a calm mind allows deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. Inadequate rest can undo the benefits of healthy food and regular activity because your body heals, repairs, and restores itself during sleep. Maintaining a bedtime routine, reducing screen time before bed, and creating a peaceful environment all help your body rejuvenate naturally. Healthy aging isn't a race against time, it's a relationship with your own body. The choices you make each day, what you eat, how you hydrate, and what you believe, send constant signals to your cells about how to function. The more those signals align with care and balance, the more gracefully you age. A well-nourished, hydrated, and optimistic person radiates vitality not because of youth, but because their habits support harmony within the body. Each simple act compounds over time, turning ordinary days into the foundation of extraordinary health